One More Turn. Episode 701, Reconnect.
Thank you for waiting for me.
Just how long does it take you to leave your work building?
Yeah, it felt like a year. I know.
If it's easier for you to take the bus so you don't have to rush while you're trying to finish up your day, I will understand.
Oh no, you're doing me a favor. Even my boss left more than an hour ago.
Well, I know you're trying to impress her by being the new hire and all. Your office's security systems logged your arrival and your departure, so you can help make an even better first impression. If you think it would be beneficial. To you.
No, staying in too late would mean not having enough downtime and then to be spent for the next day. No, Caleb.
What was that?
Nothing. Wait, no, not nothing about anything.
So, nothing about something?
No, something about something. You keep talking as though you're not carpooling with me would be good for me, when I'm beginning to think you're trying not to say that it would be good for you.
Actually...
Ah!
Sweet divinity!
You're the one carpooling with Nora, as this is her car. And she's the one driving.
That's what you chose to focus on in this situation, Max?
Or that there's anything for you to focus on in this situation at all? How did you even get here?
43 years ago, my parents came across a bottle of Fanta that tickled their fancy.
Max?
I needed to get away from my video channel audience for a while. When I suggested I was going to show a best of gameplays of mine instead of a new live stream, they all turned to Chicken Littles in chat. With profanity!
The backseat of Nora's car was the best getaway you could come up with.
Listen, sister, if there's any yelling to be done at my husband, it's gonna be me. The backseat of my car was the best getaway you could come up with?
Whoa, you two. If tones could kill. Joking, I'm just joking.
Why didn't you use the backseat of your own car?
What did I just remind you about yelling at my husband?
Remind me? When did you ever say it before now?
Do you agree with Riley that there's something about something to bother us all?
Us all? You must mean Nora and myself, because you were not invited.
Interesting, because even when invited to things, Nora doesn't always...
You're seriously referring to that dinner party from Hal at Hudson's 3 seasons ago?
I'm sure he was, but at least he had the decency not to mention it, including his name.
Riley did ask. Well, no, rather practically commanded you never to say Hudson's name in her presence again.
Max!
She never did say anything about my not saying his...
All right, hold up. It was a few weeks ago that I asked Nora, told anyway, never to mention my brother's name again. My elder brother.
Thank you for clarifying that detail.
Now, hold on, I get a moment here. Why would you tell Max about that part of our conversation?
Hardly a conversation. More like a dictation.
What did I tell you about yelling in my car?
You only mentioned not yelling at your husband in it, not yours.
That was implied. Did Gary?
And there's that other name Riley dictated you never speak in her presence again.
Interesting indeed, to quote you from moments ago, Max. That was part of the same conversation a few weeks ago. Wait, does this mean...
Oh, this isn't the first time you've been in the backseat of her car. No, Caleb, and also no, Caleb. More, this isn't the first time you've hidden here. And during our carpooling. What the hell, Max?
Yeah, what the heck, Max?
Mill commandeered my car to take the twins out for a drive, to settle them down.
So your kids and your mother-in-law were out of the house. You could have had peace and quiet if you just turned your computer off.
Your car also has enough room for you to join the 3 of them. Why didn't you?
I'd rather join you. And you? Both of you?
Then why didn't you just invite yourself?
He, kind of already did.
Being a stowaway is not the same as inviting oneself.
Riley would know a lot about inviting oneself.
Oh, what's this now?
You were the one who suggested that Nora could drive you to or from your new workplace, seeing as how it was on the way to and from the campus she has classes on.
Okay, that was also a conversation in this car. How many times have you stowed away?
Just like you were the one to suggest to Gary that the two of you could rent.
Okay, rewinding somewhat. Two things. One,
If this is one of your so-called top 10 lists, you're missing about 8 items.
Not about 8, Max. Exactly 8. Focus.
okay. I know I've been spending more and more time at the office these last few weeks than when I started this job, but now that I've fully sold my interest in One More Turn Solutions to Caleb,
You realize the, and I quote, common ground in comparing daddy issues you have with him wasn't enough to keep meeting him for coffee. Worthwhile, right? Focus on that.
Not unless Riley thinks coffee could lead to something more. Something more?
if by something more you mean missing the additional income in my bank account every 2 weeks from his repayments, then yes, you bet I am.
Bet? Really, Riley? Not the most sensitive thing to say about the brother dork with the gambling problem now, is it?
Started taking overtime pay that I can tap into to make up for it.
I'll bet that's not the only thing you might be looking to tap into. No, Caleb. And no, not Caleb. And here I believed only thinking about Hudson could cause my head to hurt like this.
You should try listening to you two for a while. Joking. I'm joking.
Nobody should have to have this much focus.
One More Turn. Written and created by Daniel Dan Q. Quick. Edited by Dark Cloud. Directed and produced by Daniel Dan Q. Quick. Characters in order of appearance. Riley, voiced by Stephanie Makalua. Nora, voiced by Heather Pawprint42 Motes. Max, voiced by Dark Cloud. Sounds courtesy of freesound.org. Music by Kevin MacLeod. Voiceover by Sedgwick. Visit the One More Turn website at onemoreturn.net. Copyright Civilized Communication at civcom.net. On the next episode of One More Turn.
I told you in a text what I have an issue with. More than one, actually. And just not today.
I haven't replied to any of those texts because you haven't told me why.
I shouldn't need to tell you the why in order to get the answer to the what.